Imagine trusting someone with your heart for 2.5 years, only to learn from town whispers that he's been getting strangers drunk at parties and cheating behind your back not once, but over and over. That's Maria's nightmare in a tiny town where secrets travel faster than sound. But instead of tears, she crafts a trap, invites him for a sexy surprise with her best friend, blindfolds him, gets him stripped bare. And then, clothes yeeted out a 10th floor window. As he stumbles down 10 flights naked, neighbors howling, she rides the elevator alone, yelling his crimes to the wind. This is the raw, humiliating unraveling of Oscar's ego, a revenge so public, so perfect, he vanished from her life forever. If you've ever felt that gut-wrenching stab of betrayal, the kind where your chest tightens like a vice, and every "I love you" echoes hollow, and secretly plotted how you'd make them feel that exposed, that small, buckle up. This small-town scorcher's got it all: gossip-fueled fury, a plot twist that'll have you cackling, and justice served with a side of schadenfreude. Like if cheaters getting their comeuppance lights you up. Subscribe for more Reddit revenges that turn pain into power. And let's dive into Maria's masterstroke. Let's rewind to about 2009, that awkward cusp between flip phones and Facebook drama, in a speck of a town where the population sign reads, "Welcome to Willow Creek, where everybody knows your business." Picture Main Street, a single stoplight blinking lazy red, the diner slinging greasy hashes to farmers in seed caps, and pickups rumbling past with Confederate flags fluttering like bad omens. Secrets? They don't die here, they multiply. One whispered, "Did you hear?" at the gas station pump, and by lunch it's etched in the collective memory like a bad tattoo. That's the world Maria navigated, a 25-year-old firecracker with sun-kissed curls cascading to her shoulders, eyes like polished chestnuts that sparkled with mischief or storm clouds of hurt. She worked shifts at the local library, shelving romances that mirrored her own. Head over heels for Oscar, the town's golden boy mechanic, with his grease-streaked biceps, easy grin, and that beat-up Ford F-150 he swore would one day be theirs. 2.5 years. That's how long they'd been tangled stolen kisses behind the auto shop's bay doors. Lazy Sundays tangled in sheets that smelled of his Irish spring soap and her vanilla lotion. Dreams murmured over bonfire crackles about ditching town for a beach house where waves drowned out the gossip. Maria poured her soul into it. Surprise picnics with her mama's fried chicken, nursing his hangovers with ginger tea, even biting her tongue when his late nights at poker with the boys stretched to dawn. Trust. She gave it wholesale, blind as a summer moth to the porch light. But small towns, they're petri dishes for truth. It started as a murmur at the beauty salon, scissors snipping Betty Lou's perm while she leaned in, voice a conspiratorial hiss. "Girl, Oscar was at the Jenkins bash last weekend. Had that sweet little thing from the diner 3 sheets to the wind. Then, well, you know." Maria, mid-highlight foil, froze foils crinkling like thunder in her grip, stomach plummeting like she'd swallowed stones. "No, not him. Not us." The whispers snowballed. By grocery run's end, the produce aisle aunties clucked. "Heard it's not the first rodeo, hon. That redhead from the bar? Last summer. And the cheer coach's daughter? Before Christmas." Each tidbit landed like a slap hot, stinging, blooming red across her cheeks. Home alone that night, apartment a shoebox on the 10th floor of Elmwood Towers, the town's lone high-rise, a concrete monolith overlooking the rusted grain silos. Maria curled on the thrift store couch, knees to chest, sobs racking her frame till her ribs ached like bruised ribs. The betrayal? It wasn't just the act. It was the erosion, every "you're my only one now" poison, every touch tainted. Her mind replayed fragments. His laugh at parties, arms slung casual over her shoulder while eyes wandered. The way he'd dodge questions with a wink and a "babe, you're imagining things." Powerlessness clawed her throat, a vice squeezing till breath hitched. How many times? How long the lie? And me, blind, building castles on sand. Disrespect burned deepest, underestimating her as the sweet small-town girl who'd stay quiet, swallow the hurt for the fairy tale. No. Rage kindled slow, a ember in her gut glowing to inferno. Vanessa, her ride or die since kindergarten, all sharp wit and sharper bob haircut, found her there at midnight, mascara rivers on throw pillows. "Spill," Vanessa demanded, plopping cross-legged on the floor, takeout tie steaming between them. Maria did, words tumbling like avalanche, voice cracking from whisper to wail. Vanessa's face hardened, eyes narrowing to slits. That sack of shit. We don't cry. We end him. And just like that, the plot hatched over cooling pad thai, a blueprint of humiliation etched in giggles laced with venom. Oscar? Let's dissect the dog. 27, broad as a doorframe from wrench-turning days, with a jawline that could cut glass and hazel eyes that twinkled false innocence. Town charmer. Fixed Mrs. Hargrove's carburetor gratis, bought rounds at the roadhouse till last call. But peel back. A user, slick as spilled oil, fists loose with compliments, tight with excuses. The parties? His playground. Cores flowing free, bass thumping from truck stereos, girls in cut-off shorts orbiting his easy swagger. He'd spot the vulnerable, the new-in-town barista nursing a breakup, the high school crush home from college ply. M with shots till judgment blurred, then lead M to the shadows of parked F-150s. No condom, no callback, just ghosting till the next itch. Maria? Collateral in his ego parade arm, candy for the upright image, bed warmer when conquest soured. His underestimation? Fatal. She'll forgive. Girls always do. Arrogance dripped from him. The way he'd mansplain her library shifts, babe, you could do better, or forget anniversaries with a sheepish grin that begged pardon. Infuriating? Absolutely that casual cruelty, the entitlement assuming her heart a revolving door. Escalation crept insidious. Maria tested waters subtle. Heard about the party. Fun. Oscar's laugh boomed too loud, hand ruffling her hair like a puppy's. Wild night, but nothing beats you, Han. Lie smooth as WD-40, but her skin crawled, nausea roiling like bad diner eggs. Sleepless nights blurred staring at water-stained ceilings. Phone clutched like a lifeline, scrolling voicemails for clues. Vanessa fueled the fire. Stakeouts from her Civic, binoculars catching Oscar's truck idling outside the diner's back lot, silhouettes shifting in fogged windows. Confirmation gutted. Not one slip, but a pattern the redhead confirmed over hush diner coffee, shamefaced. He said he was single. Sorry. Maria's world tilted, betrayal's blade twisting deeper, carving out chunks of self. Was I not enough? Did I miss signs? The disrespect piqued him, texting mid-date, running late shop stuff, while Vanessa snapped pics of his truck at the lakeside makeout spot. Craving justice? It's surge tidal, washing doubt. He doesn't get to walk unscathed. Not after this. Turning point. A rainy Thursday, thunder rumbling like her pulse. Maria paced the apartment, linoleum cool under bare feet, rain lashing windows like accusations. Vanessa cross-legged on the bed, plotting on napkins. Threesome tease. Blindfold. Strip. Then boom. Maria halted, mirror catching her reflection. Eyes puffy but fierce, lips pressed thin. Internal war. Cruel? No. Fair. The powerlessness flipped, no more victim. Architect now. Fear flickered, what if he flips? Fights. But determination armored her, steel in her spine. He ends up naked, exposed. Like he left me. Vanessa hooped, high-five stinging palms. Plan locked. Silk negligees from the thrift bin, blindfold from Halloween stash, doorstop pilfered from maintenance. Rehearsals in giggles and gasps, adrenaline buzzing like pre-storm air. Execution day. Saturday swelter, town humming with lawnmower drone and distant fairground calls. Maria texts Oscar. Special afternoon. Me plus V. Come over. Winky face. Where's something easy to lose? His reply pings instant. Hell yes, babe. On my way. Underestimation incarnate. He arrives, cocky jeans slung low, tea-hugging pecs, cologne wafting like conquest scent. Elevator hums a scent. 10th floor ding a heartbeat. Bell chimes. Maria swings open, negligee whispering silk against skin crimson, sheer enough to tease, heart hammering visible through lace. Vanessa mirrors an emerald, wine glasses glinting ruby under the boombox's R&B pulse. Oscar's eyes widen, grin wolfish, Adam's apple bobbing. Ladies jackpot. Maria's voice honey drip. Trust game first. Blindfold. She dangles black satin, pulse thundering in ears. He chuckles, low rumble. Kinky. Let on. Ties loose. He strips, eager belt buckle clinking, zipper rasping, clothes pooling like shed skin. Fabric whispers off, his body bare under the apartment's warm glow, vulnerability masked by bravado. Cut to chaos. Vanessa slips away, silent door ajar on rubber wedge. Elevator summoned with a ding that echoes fate. Back in. Scoops his pile, jeans crumpled, tea balled, boxers Calvin-scented halls to window, sash creaking up. Whoosh. Bundle sails, twirling like confetti to the asphalt below, thudding soft on the car park's gravel. A pickup's hood crumpling under denim weight. Vanessa bolts stairs downward, doorbell symphony. BZZ, neighbors' doors cracking like eggshells. Emergency. Oscar's streaking. Giggles trail her echo. Maria, meanwhile, guides blindfolded Oscar, hands on his shoulders, skin fever hot under her palms, apartment a disorienting maze. This way, trust me. Spins him gentle, feet padding uncertain on rug fringes, his breath quickening with anticipation. Heart. Hers races, a trapped bird almost. Hold. Vanessa's text buzzes, clothes down. Bells rung. Maria leads him out, cool hallway air kissing his skin, door clicks shut, wedge kicked free. Elevator waits, silver box humming invitation. She steps in alone, thumb jamming open, voice amplified in the shaft's echo. Enjoy your walk, unfaithful asshole. Clothes in the lot. Doors slice shut on his confusion. Her reflection smirking back, triumph's first taste, sweet as stolen candy. Oscar rips blindfold, satin fluttering like surrender, eyes wild, darting naked in fluorescent glare. Realization crashes. Door locked, body bare, neighbors' doors ajar with whispers turning to whoops. 10th floor, Mrs. Ellis in curlers, snorting tea, Mr. Patel mid-newspaper, chuckling behind mustache. Laughter cascades, a wave crashing down shafts, doorbells, Vanessa's heralds amplifying the roar. He bolts stairs, feet slapping cold concrete, handrail slick under palm sweat, each flight a gauntlet. 5th floor, college kids howling wolf whistles. 3rd, the widow Jenkins gasping pearl clutch. Ground level, door bursting to sunlight, audience assembled, Vanessa's work, phones flipping open, pre-smartphone grainy cams. Car park. His clothes sprawled undignified, jeans snagged on antenna, boxers fluttering flag-like. He lunges scrambling, hopping foot to foot, catcalls raining. Nice show, Aussie. Maria says hi. Dresses frantic under stairs, zipper jamming on haste, shirt inside out, face crimson as his discarded tee. Maria? Elevator descent, a victory lap, knees weak but electric, laughter bubbling free as doors part to the spectacle. Oscar fumbling, crowd jeering, Vanessa high-fiving from the curb. She strides out, chin high, the town's eyes on her now, not victim but victor. No confrontation, just a final text as his truck peels gravel. We're done. Don't come back. He didn't. Vanish like smoke shop, rumors of him hightailing to the city, tail between legs. The payoff. That stairwell symphony, Oscar's descent, a masterpiece of mortification. Blindfold off, his face crumples. Eyes bulging cartoon wide, mouth agape in a silent fuck. Skin prickling gooseflesh under hallway chill as doors creak open like Judgment Day. First flight. Tentative steps, hand shielding privates, but Mrs. Ellis's cackle shatters. Oscar Hale? In his birthday suit. And he breaks into a lurching jog, thighs burning, breaths ragged gasps. Laughter swells symphonic. Kids' giggles high and piercing, men's guffaws booming like thunder. Vanessa's bells ensuring no floor misses the show. Ground burst. Sunlight scalds his flush, crowd a semicircle, phones whirring, whispers viral. Maria dumped him? Serves the cheat right. He snatches clothes, jeans snagging thorns on the antenna. Boxers tangled in hubcap, glee dressing in a frenzy of elbows and curses. Zipper biting tender skin. Shirt twisted till arms flail free. Every fumble. Fuel to the fire, catcalls crescendo. Run along, lover boy. Town's talking, now your turn. Maria watches from afar, elevator hum fading, Vanessa's arm linking hers, the release crashing like breakers. Chest heaving not from sobs but seismic laughs, tears hot tracks of catharsis, body light as air after drowning. Betrayal's weight. Lifted, scattered like his threads on gravel. Validation floods not vicious but visceral. I was enough. He wasn't. The underestimation? Boomerang spectacular, his ego stripped barer than his skin, Town's tongue now wagging his shame. Oscar peels out, truck coughing protest, taillights blurring red as rage, but no fight left, just flight. Maria? Reborn in the roar, craving sated. Justice not just served, but spectacleized, a small-town legend etched in elevator lore. Maria's takedown? A gut-punch reminder. Betrayal's sting fades when you flip the script, turning private pain public power. In towns where gossip's the law, karma's just good timing, and sometimes, the walk of shame's the only path to real freedom. Cheaters underestimate at their peril. Hearts like hers? They plot in silk and shadows. If Maria's naked stare symphony had you fist-pumping or face-palming in glee, that perfect blend of oh no and oh yes crush that like and tag a friend who's plotted petty payback. Spill in comments your wildest revenge dream, or a real one that topped this. Subscribe, bell ringer on, for more Reddit roasts where the wronged write the ending. Thanks for the laughs, stay scheming, stay strong.